Hello everyone, welcome to Rasayan Academy. So guys, this is a very important video for all of you because you were asking me that ma'am what are some topics that we have to study, or let's say at the last minute how are we going to handle so much of syllabus, how are we going to revise. So I think that in the last 15 days of your CSR net exam, which is going to be on 26th of November finally, so this is your June exam, June 2020 exam, which is finally getting conducted in the November. And from today, we have exactly 15 days for our revision and practice. So what are the important topics according to me that are definitely going to come, or let's say you can practice them for sure. They are going to fetch you some really good marks. Okay, so first of all we are going to begin with organic, inorganic and physical, right? So basically I'm starting with organic, then I'll go to inorganic, and lastly physical. And at the end of today's video, I have also listed down some of the important name reactions which I think everyone must do. And there might be more name reactions which I can tell you later, because but till now I have some very important name reactions in my mind which I think you must definitely study. And name reactions, so definitely you have a lot of them, there is no end to it. But let's practice a few. Alright guys, so let's begin quickly. What I think is this video is also, you can also keep these topics into your mind when you are continuing your preparation. All right, for the next time or for any other exam, because these are very important topics that we have to do. First thing first, I hope that I have repeatedly told you to study aromaticity from the Jerry March. That is chapter number 2 of the very big book, that is Jerry March. The PDF is available, so if you are studying from the PDF, that is also fine. So PDF is available. What you are now going to do is, if you already have seen some examples from Jerry March, that's perfectly fine. And if you haven't already, then just visit the examples of aromaticity. Just visit the examples, all of the annulenes, the one which are also having bridging groups, or let's say bridging atoms. For example, it could be a nitrogen, oxygen, methylene and so on, right? So all of these are very important. Their proton NMR spectra, also focus on their proton NMR spectra, because these are what is getting asked very commonly in the recent examinations. Okay, aromaticity as well as the spectroscopy mixed. Okay, along with that you have aromaticity and acid and base concept mixed. So pKa concept, guys, I have very recently taken a class on what is the pKa concept, what is the acid base behavior of organic compounds. That video lecture I'm going to post in the description below. It is there on Unacademy. Okay, so you just have to download the app and log in. After logging in, you will be able to directly see the video. Okay, not much time it is going to take, and very nice questions we had also done along with that. Also practice the previous year questions. Now these questions will fetch you marks in section B, in section C both. Okay, so first topic, even if you don't like organic chemistry, you can do aromaticity and pKa concept. All right, then secondly we now start with the bigger topics, that is the stereochemistry. So what I feel is very important in stereochemistry, which is forever going to be asked, is the RNS nomenclature. RS nomenclature of whom? The allenes, biphenyl spiro compounds, then you have epoxides. Okay, and specifically those ANSA compounds also, which you call the paracyclophanes. Along with that you have P and M configuration, which just got asked in the December 19 exam. So it's not that I'm telling you that the question will be repeated, no, but you must know it is very simple. Okay, so you must know it is just a very simple concept. Along with that we have conformational analysis, that in the acyclic compounds the questions are like this, that which is the most stable conformation, the gauche conformation or the anti-conformation. So you must know those examples. They have already been asked a lot of time in the PYQs previous years, so you can practice from there. Along with that, do the conformational analysis for cyclohexane from any standard book. It could be your Subrata Sengupta, it could be Dinasipuri and so on. If you have already done them, then you can quickly revise and see the important example. So whatever I'm telling you right now is to practice questions and examples. Just that. I'm not telling you to do the theory. You can't do that in last 15 minutes, 15 days, because you have lot to study. Then also see some examples of the optical purity and enantiomeric excess. Guys, we have already done this in this has been done in a plus class, but I will try and see if I had done in any special class. I would share the link of this one. Optical purity, enantiomeric excess. What is the relationship between the specific rotation, the enantiomeric excess, how to find how much percentage of R isomer is present and S, and so on, like that. Okay, so this could be asked, very simple. It is directly going to come for 4 marks if it is asked. Okay, very nice questions are being asked. Okay, so then you have stereochemistry in reactions. So what do I mean by that? That means stereochemistry of reactions like Diels-Alder reaction, stereochemistry of the syn and the anti-addition and elimination reaction. Let me just focus on this. So first of all, you have the Diels-Alder reaction, stereochemistry, extremely important. Then you have syn addition reactions, anti-addition reactions to the double bond. Alright, to the carbon-carbon double bond. Then you have syn and anti eliminations also. Okay, so there are a lot of reaction whose stereochemistry you must know, and you can study these reactions under dynamic stereochemistry. So there is a different chapter called dynamic stereochemistry in the Subroto Sengupta. I think it's the last chapter. If you think that you have some time, then you can study the examples or the back questions. Okay, just that, examples or the back questions. Otherwise, just practice the previous year question. You will get a lot of idea already. Okay, with solutions. Yes, now one very important thing is you must be able to designate the point group. That is very easy, and I think we had done that in some of the special classes also, I guess. So this is very easy and very important also, designating the point group. That is going to help you in solving a lot of questions for the 2 mark or for the 4 marker also, right? Then you have the pericyclic reaction. So I know that you have already done some of these topics, okay, and some may be remaining. So what you can do is, in the pericyclic, guys, what I feel is that a normal Diels-Alder reaction is important. Everyone knows 4 plus 2 cycloaddition. What you don't know, or you might do a mistake, is the stereochemistry of the Diels-Alder reaction. So I have had a special class completely dedicated to this, and I will post the link in the video. Special classes are on Unacademy. Okay, yes. Then we have very important Ene reaction. So Ene reaction is another name reaction. So keep an eye on the playlist of the name reactions that I had already posted. I might post it very soon as well. Then you have Wittig rearrangement, or the 2,3 sigma tropic rearrangement. Very important. So you just have to first of all identify that where is the 2,3 rearrangement, sigma tropic rearrangement taking place. And then under the category of 3,3 sigma tropic rearrangement, it is huge actually. You have Claisen rearrangement, you have Cope rearrangement. Now under these reactions also, you have a lot of further name reactions. So you will be able to answer a lot of questions if you practice very nicely all the PYQs of CSIR exam. Very nicely you will be able to answer. Then you have photochemistry. What do you do from photochemistry? See, these are the things that you have already done, right? And you are just need to polish a little bit. That is why I'm telling you all this. You can't study everything from new. Okay, don't do that. So photochemistry, very important. Norrish type 1 and type 2 reaction, the Paterno-Bucchi reaction, then the photoisomerization, photoenolization, the dipymethane rearrangement, lumiketone rearrangement. So important name reactions are good enough from photochemistry. If you know these, it is okay. Then just directly go on practicing previous year questions. Then we have reaction mechanism and reactive intermediate. So this is a huge, actually this is a very huge topic, and it requires 1 month for me to teach you. So definitely it will require very much time for you to study. So I think what is the most important part of this is the solvolysis reaction. the solvolysis reaction, that is which depends on the formation of a stable carbocation and also requires NGP concept, carbocation stability concept, and parallelly to it runs the elimination concept also. Okay, so solvolysis, carbocation stability, rearrangement, migration, and parallel to it the elimination reactions, that when are you getting substitution, when are you getting elimination. So that comparison is very much important. So now type of in the type of elimination reaction, let me tell you that the stereochemistry, again, syn and anti, elimination and addition. So I have very recently posted 2 videos, Chugave elimination, Cope elimination. So those are also coming under reaction mechanism only, because very important, they are actually elimination reactions only, right? So you can study them under this topic also, very important ones. Then you have aromatic substitution and nucleophilic substitution. So for the electrophilic aromatic substitution, now guys, these questions are very easy, but what you can do is you can try and figure out the electrophile, the different types of electrophile which are being used, that different type of Lewis acid, different type of molecular structures, and what is the position, the ortho meta para regioselectivity once again. And nucleophilic substitution is extremely important, even more important than the electrophilic one. Why? Because you have a lot of molecules characteristically, for example pyridine, to which the nucleophilic substitution takes place rather than the electrophilic one. Okay, so you must know the reactivity. And a very important point which I think is the difference in benzene and the SNAR mechanism. You must know that for example, I ask you a question, that this is a molecule, or let's say I have a bromide over here. Just let me show you what I mean. That for example, if you have a bromide over here, okay, so I need you to understand this possibility that if you are having a OH minus, so the OH minus is forming a benzene, or is it forming, or is it giving you simple substitution like the addition elimination mechanism, like this, through addition elimination mechanism. So you must be able to identify the type of the substrate and the type of the base or the nucleophile which is getting used. If you are using OH minus, that is going to give substitution. If you are using amide, then the amide is going to give you benzene formation, not a direct nucleophilic substitution. It is going to go through benzene formation because it is a very strong base. So this is a very precise difference between the benzene and the SNAR mechanism. Along with that, you have many other things, that is many other good questions coming from the carbenes and radicals. So in the radical reaction, I want you to focus on 2-3 reactions, that are Barton radical decarboxylation, Barton-McCombie deoxygenation, and basically the use of this formulation AIBN, azobis isobutyronitrile, along with that TBTH, that is tributyl tin hydride. Okay, tin hydride it is. So this combination is very frequently asked in the radical reactions. Then you have a lot many reactions, guys, which I can't tell you in just one slide. So if you see the previous year question, all of the important radical reactions are there. Then you have carbenes. So try and see what are the different reactions of carbene. If you have followed from Claydon, it is very good. There is a separate chapter for Claydon, carbenes and radicals. If you have done the Claydon chapter, if you have done the solution manual questions on this chapter, I think it is chapter 38 or 39, something like that. Also do the questions from solution manual, and then if you are done over there, then see questions from Caruthers if you have time. Okay, that's the more important factor. So carbene ke liye there are a lot of important reactions like carbene formation, then there is rearrangement to form the ketene or the isocyanate, then you have the CH insertion, then you have carbon-carbon bond insertion, and then you have the a lot many different reaction, right? Simon-Smith reaction is very important. Once again, the Simon-Smith reaction. So a lot of important reactions under these categories. Study from a standard book. Hopefully you have made your notes. Name reactions of nitrene. Now benzene, I have already covered carboanions. In the carboanions, see, how are we forming the carboanions? Carbanion is also one of the type of reactive intermediate. A carbanion can either be an enolate. Enolate is also a carbanion, or it could be a ylide. Ylide किस type के होते हैं? You have phosphorus ylide, you have sulfur ylides. So carbanions are ylides, or let's say the ylides and the enolates are carbanions. So try and focus on that as well. Name reactions of nitrene. This is another reactive intermediate. What are the name reaction of nitrene? Hoffman rearrangement, Lawson, Curtius, Schmid, and Beckmann reaction. All of these reaction you can just revise. You have studied them before also. Okay, then let's move onwards to reagents. Now reagents and name reactions. As I have told you, to name reactions there are a lot and lot of name reactions which you can go on studying, but what you have already observed while studying, while solving the previous year question, at least study those. And which are those reactions? Let me tell you. First of all, alkene formation. Alkene formation from the aldehydes by Wittig reaction, Wittig-Horner reaction. Then you have, for example, the alkene formation from the Tabes reagent, and from the diols it could be, right. So an alkene formation, and then the further reaction of alkene, that could be hydroboration, oxidation, oxymercuration, demercuration. These little examples are very important. Okay, they are going to confuse you in the regio and the stereo. Okay, so all of these alkene related reaction, the formation and the reaction are very important. Also very important is dihydroxylation reaction with these reagents. देखो, osmium tetraoxide, the upjohn oxidation, KMNO4 reagent, Woodward cis dihydroxylation, Prevost trans dihydroxylation, and along with that metachloroperbenzoic acid. ठीक है, metachloroperbenzoic acid by forming the epoxide and then the anti-addition, so that is also going to give you trans dihydroxylation. So stereochemistry of these reactions is again very important. Then you have the rearrangement reaction. So you have a lot many rearrangement reactions, the carbocation rearrangement, the NGP reactions, right? The NGP reactions are very important, the stereochemistry. Then you have fragmentation reaction. So what are the fragmentation? The foremost important is Beckmann fragmentation. Then you have Eschen-Mosher fragmentation. It was asked in your previous years. Then very close to it you have you have Wharton reaction, that is WHARTON, which is very similar to Wolff-Kishner reduction. Okay, so all of these fragmentation reaction, if you see, which are actually some kind of abnormal reaction, those are very important. ठीक है? Then yes, most scoring of all, which have been tested in my class also, that is palladium catalyzed reactions. So students very easily understand what are the palladium catalyzed reactions, the coupling reactions I'm talking about. So at least do all the coupling reactions, ठीक है? And along with that I would also suggest some oxidizing and reducing agents. Okay, so if we are talking about the oxidation, you have the oxidation of alkene, that is osmium tetraoxide. I've already told you these many. Then you have hydrogen periodic acid, or lead tetraacetate, like that. Then you have oxidation by PCC. PCC oxidation is very important. And what happens when you are oxidizing a tertiary allylic alcohol? Do that as well. Okay, tertiary allylic alcohol oxidation, very important by PCC. Then PCC reaction, when it happens without a buffer, there could be an extra ene reaction along with it. When it is carried out in the presence of a buffer, there is just PCC oxidation. So this was a gate question previous year, very important guys. Reduction के लिए हम क्या कर सकते हैं? So yes, for oxidation you have Jones oxidation and so on, but that you will be able to predict. Okay, along with that you have perruthenate oxidation, right? Perruthenate and so on, little ones. Then you have tempo oxidation. All right, some very important reagents. Then for reduction, normally you have sodium borohydride. Then you have lithium aluminium hydride. Also see the reduction of lithium borohydride. It is specifically used for esters. Then there is borane, which is specifically used for acids and amides. Okay, and then there is sodium cyanoborohydride. Sodium cyanoborohydride, which is specifically used for imine reduction. So there are some specific reducing agents which are very popular and which can give you some idea about your 2 mark question, and if they are used in one of the synthesis तो आपका reaction बहुत easy हो जाएगा predict करना. Okay, and what about the heterocycles? What about the heterocycles? So what I feel is synthesis of heterocycles is difficult a little bit. That is the Pomeranz Fritz synthesis or the Fischer-Indole synthesis and so on. थोड़ा बहुत difficult लग सकता है, but they are actually not. But even if you don't want to do the synthesis part, you must do the reaction part. What do I mean by reaction? That is, if I, let's say, have pyridine. So if the pyridine is being attacked by an electrophile, is it going to react, or which position it is going to react, or let's say does it require the N oxide formation, and then what is the regio selectivity, then on the fourth position or second position or third position. So it's all about position of different systems. That is, the you have pyrrole, thiophene and furan, all of these three behaving in the same manner. Then you have pyridine, indole, isoquinoline and quinoline. So just remember the positions of the electrophilic and nucleophilic attack on different rings. That will fetch you a lot of marks. Okay. Then you have spectroscopy. Spectroscopy is important. So if you solve the previous year questions, now first of all guys, I have made a lot of videos on spectroscopy. These many playlists I have already covered on the IR, UV visible and NMR. A lot of previous year questions you can solve based on these videos. And let me tell you one more thing, I have some mass spectroscopy classes on Unacademy. Those are free classes. I will share the link of those classes as well. Right, you can check out directly. Also, there is a very common, very new observation, that is, in our recent previous year questions, we don't have, along with the NMR, it's not like that if you know NMR you are going to answer the question very easily. No, a mix of all the data is given. तो सिर्फ NMR करना काफ़ी भी नहीं है. And what you can do is you can at least try and see the playlist for the NMR, C13 NMR and Proton NMR, because I have taken those questions already. So in your previous year questions, most of the time you got the IR value for understanding and predicting the structure. But very recently you are getting asked NMR with mass, and without using the mass spectroscopy you can't even answer what is the final product. So if there is time, I can if I get a little bit of time, I will upload few videos about the mass spectroscopy as well, but you can check out from the special classes also. So mass spectroscopy is very important along with the proton NMR also to be able to answer, right? So just have a little idea about mass spectroscopy, the type of fragmentations that are possible. Okay, and most important is the McLafferty fragmentation. It is just like Norris type 2. So if you know Norris type 2 reaction, you will know McLafferty fragmentation as well. Okay, just that. And yes, you will know more from the classes if you see them. Okay, yes, and the most important in the NMR is the number of signals, that is based on stereochemistry. So this question is completely based on stereochemistry. You will be able to answer. And then coupling constant values, very important to identify the molecule based on coupling constant. So organic is huge, but I just told you a little part of organic. The name reaction is still remaining at the end of the video. So here we are having the inorganic part. Now how many topics you can do or revise in the inorganic? So first of all guys, in the section B you require VSEPR theory, very important to predict the structures, and you already know it very well. Then molecular orbital theory, that is the molecular orbital diagrams of for predicting the type of the orbital. Okay, for a molecule or let's say a ligand. Okay, for example, if I'm asking you the carbonyl, so what is the HOMO of the carbonyl and what is the LUMO of the carbonyl? So these kind of questions are very important, and they can fetch you really good marks. Okay, all right, and they're very easy to do. I hope that you already are clear with the HOMO and LUMO concept. Okay, you can check out some from the previous year questions as well. Then periodic trends of lattice energy, hydration energy, and ionization energy, and the radii. Okay, so all of these are very important, and for the D block element, periodic trends are important, which will also include the CFSE value as well. Okay, yes, so you can directly use this concept in coordination also. Main group element is a very important topic and is a very vast topic. So what you're going to do is, for the boranes you're going to do the Wade's rule, and along with that you are only going to solve the previous year question. Okay, so for the boranes, for the phosphazine, you can try and give some extra time, but only practice previous year question from all the main group elements. You will definitely score good only. All right, the concepts are being repeated. Now the second and the most important part is the coordination chemistry. So guys, in the coordination chemistry, it's once again very huge. So first of all, you can begin with stereoisomerism. Stereoisomerism you have done already. I have had a lot of good classes, free classes on coordination. I'll share the link. Okay, and along with that, yes, you can do Orgel diagram. So electronic spectra, magnetism, the correlation diagrams, these are forever important. Okay, these are always important, as you can see in your previous year question. So try and predict, try and learn the Orgel diagram. It is very easy. Okay, so there is going to be D1 D6 system giving the similar spectra, there is going to be D2 and D7 system giving similar spectra, D3 and D8, all right, and so on. So the spectroscopic term symbols according to that Orgel diagram, and also the magnetic properties of the complexes. Okay, that you have to do. Then further moving onward, reaction mechanism. So in the reaction mechanism part, the most important is the trans effect. The trans effect is very important. Then you have the what are the other reactions, that is the base hydrolysis. Very important examples come from the acid and the base hydrolysis of any complex. Okay, and base hydrolysis of the amines, it is very important from the SN1CB mechanism. Alright, so these are very important, guys. Then you have outer sphere and inner sphere mechanism. Right, so if you want, you can check them out. If you have already done them, revise properly. If you don't know anything about these, then you can just study from some YouTube video. Alright, so that you get it quickly. Okay, so whatever topics that I have taken among these into on Unacademy also, I will paste the link of those classes. You can check out. Organometallics is hugely important, huge. 18 electron rule goes without a saying, is very important. So guys, I had also posted 2 videos on isolobal analogy, 2 videos. So I think that would be more than enough for you to be able to answer. Then you have the IR frequency of the metal carbonyls. So depending on the point group, we have different number of IR signals of the metal carbonyls, and depending on the groups which are connected. For example, when your phosphine is connected, which kind of phosphine is going to give you which kind of IR frequency value, that is extremely important. You can check it in the previous year questions, it has been asked. NMR of metal complexes. So based on the NMR data at a low temperature or at a higher temperature, what is the change, you will be able to say there is a bridging carbonyl or not, and a lot of things. Basically, NMR data will tell you about what is the bonding of a metal complex. You can practice these questions from the BD Gupta back questions as well. So another important is Davies Green Mingo's rule, that is the DGM rules. They are very easy, super easy to learn, and very easy to predict as well. Davies Green Mingo's rule for the polyene system. Okay, you can study all of these from the BD Gupta or AJ Elias book. Okay, then you have the reaction mechanisms: oxidative addition, reductive elimination, migratory insertion, and migratory elimination as well. Homogeneous catalysis. So guys, when you are having a lot of easy questions, then you get a match the following. Okay, so match the following type of question could be asked from the homogeneous catalysis. For example, what is the catalyst used? और सी देयर इज समथिंग वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट आई वांट टू टेल यू, होमोजीनियस कैटालिसिस में कैसे क्वेश्चन आते हैं, यू हैव what is the rate determining step or what is the catalyst used, what is the product, what is the byproduct, what is the use of the co-catalyst. Okay, the co-catalyst will be given, for example in the Wacker process, what is the use of copper, okay, what is the use of oxygen, and so on. So very little questions, 2 marks question could be asked in these manner. Homogeneous catalysis, if you are doing, do it very nicely. Okay, and then once again the common stuff, the common in between organic and organometallic, all the palladium catalyzed reactions, they are extremely important, goes without saying. Then you have practice book questions from BD Gupta. So if you have some time, if you are already done with all the PYQs, then you can practice your back questions of the BD Gupta. It is an extremely relevant book to your CSIR exam. Then what about the bioinorganic? So yes, I have had some classes on bioinorganic as well. I will paste the link of those classes into the description below, and after watching those classes you can directly solve the previous year questions. That is going to be good enough, but this is a scoring topic, you at least must practice previous year questions. Now what is my take on physical chemistry, what I think is going to help you all, that is okay. So I think first of all, if you already have studied chemical kinetics, which is a very interesting chapter and very easy to do also, so all the important formulas for the first order, second order, nth order reaction, the the half life, the graph of the half life as well. Okay, and then you have the steady state approximation, very important. And along with that, what always is important is the enzyme kinetics. So just do the Michaelis-Menten equation. Even if you don't like any kinetics, just do the Michaelis-Menten equation, that is going to fetch you marks. Then polymer kinetics is also important. So what is the polymer polydispersity index, and along with that the steady state approximation on the radical reactions as well. Okay, so these are very important. Along with that, thermochemistry, see, statistical thermodynamics is also important once you have studied it properly. Thermochemistry is something that you have always been doing, for example the Hess's law, and how to find out the energy for the whole equation from the elementary reactions. Those are also very important and could be asked. Then you have electrochemistry, what I think is, which is going to take you very less time, the Debye-Huckel relationships. Then you have the conductance measurement, the Colroche's law. These are all very simple things which is going to fetch you marks. And then the potentiometric and the conductometric titrations, which will be common in your physical as well as analytical. So do also the titrations if there is time. Then solid state, what is important in solid state, the type of lattices, the Miller and the Weiss indices, definitely for different planes. Then the density formula, I think that numericals will be asked on the density formula, I have this intuition, I don't know. And on the Bragg's law also. So these are something which I think are important from solid state. There might be a 2 mark question from the type of lattice, that is what is orthogonal, what is rhombohedral, and so on, right? So just go through it, have a light reading. Okay, and then spectroscopy, so go for the selection rules in spectroscopy, that is going to fetch you marks. And in the quantum you can quickly practice easy questions from particle in a box, harmonic oscillator, and so on. Okay, so my major focus has been on organic and inorganic, so I have done very selective physical chemistry topics, so that is why I have taken only a few over here. If you want, you can go on to detail, and don't forget the group theory also. Okay, yes. So now guys, here I am with some important name reaction list, as I have promised that in the end I will show you. So according to me, what are important for your examination right now, which you must definitely do, are these reactions. First of all, the ene reaction. Okay, very important, do the stereochemistry also. And ene reaction could be combined with a lot of another reaction as well, like the Mannich reaction, and so on. See the previous year questions, you will know. All the Core reaction, the Core-Winter olefination, Core-Tchaikovsky reaction, Core-Fuchs reaction, so many reactions are there by the name Core. So do all of them. Then Norrish reactions, both of them. Nazarov cyclization, Pinacol reaction, semi-Pinacol reaction. Goes without saying dienol phenol rearrangement, because that is very easy. And then Demjanov, Tikhonov, Demjanov. Now these three are extremely important. Dakin rearrangement, benzoin, the same thing, just variant of each other. And then Stater reaction. ये तीनों क्या है? All of these are kind of brothers to each other, so you must know all of these three. Then you have Baeyer-Villiger oxidation, and some very important examples of Baeyer-Villiger oxidation that you must do. Now, Riemer-Tiemann reactions, so many reactions I've already posted, will post more. Riemer-Tiemann reaction is very, very important, because Riemer-Tiemann paired with Dakin reaction has been asked a lot of time. Along with that, there is a new reaction, we will be able to do it, we'll do it, right? So it is the Denstedt rearrangement, which I have seen many times asked in the exam. Okay, and goes through the same carbene intermediate. Then once again, all the nitrene rearrangement, that is the Hoffman, Curtius and Beckmann rearrangement, Beckmann fragmentation, do everything. Okay. Along with that, as I've told you already, the alkene formation and alkene reaction, these are very, very important. So all the reactions, including the formation of the alkene, as well as the reaction, hydroboration, oxidation, oxymercuration, demercuration, even including the Heck reaction, palladium catalyzed reaction, everything is important. Okay. Then we have the rearrangement reaction, that is the carbocation rearrangement. Okay, like the Wagner-Mirvin rearrangement, like the Arndt-Eastert rearrangement. Alright, all of these are once again important. Then the dihydroxylation reaction, which I've already told you, Prevost, Woodford, the KMNO4, osmium tetraoxide, metachloroperbenzoic acid, all of these are very good reactions, easy to do, easy to remember, already been asked in the exam. Also, all the Claisen and Cope rearrangement. So in the Claisen, you have Eschen-Mosher Claisen, you have Ireland Claisen, you have Johnson Claisen. In the Cope rearrangement, you have Aza Cope, you have Oxy-Cope, anionic Oxy-Cope, and so on, degenerate Cope. So at least try and figure out all the important reactions in this category. Favorsky reaction is again very important. Okay. Then in this category only, you have Mannich reaction, Wills-Meyer-Hack reaction. Okay, so Wills-Meyer-Hack and Mannich reaction are very frequently asked for the heterocycles. So they are just electrophilic aromatic substitutions only. Alright, you can see them that way also, and they are also asked for heterocycles. Also, other enolate reactions are important. I have already given a lot of them. Reactions of pyrrole and pyridine, as well as their synthesis. So hence pyrrole and hence pyridine synthesis. Just see that, guys, it is very easy, because it is using beta beta ketoester, alpha haloketone, something like that. Okay, and they're very easy to make up the ring. The Palnor synthesis, very easy synthesis these are, and you will be able to do questions from them. Then there is Sharpless epoxidation. Sharpless epoxidation, already a video is there. It is hugely simple. And then there is Sharpless asymmetric dihydroxylation. So these two reactions are very easy and very much predictable. We will discuss that in our special class. Okay, and also I've already made a video on this. Then the DCC and DMAP coupling. So this coupling reaction works to make the amides, to make the esters. So it is also called the Steglic esterification, Yamaguchi coupling. Alright, so just remember the coupling. Don't have to remember so many names. DCC and DMAP coupling. Just look for these reactions. Then you have more reactions are there, guys. For example, there are Shapiro reaction, Bamford-Stevens reaction, but I'm not mentioning them separately, because they all come in the alkene formation and reactions only. So there are a lot of hidden reactions in this category. Sorry, I have not written all of them, because it's not possible in the given time. So try and figure that out a little bit. And we have already done a lot of name reactions. We'll be posting more. Also do the protection and deprotection, not in the name reaction, but it is important. Okay, protection and deprotection uske alawa. all the palladium catalyzed reaction. Once again telling you the Stille coupling, Negishi coupling, Sonogashira coupling, and so on, right? So there are so many reactions and so many easy reactions, all the palladium catalyzed ones. Okay, so yes guys, this was it. A lot of discussion. I hope that I haven't bored you, and I hope that this is going to be helpful in your revision. If you have not done some of these topics, don't worry, just stick to what you have done and just go on solving the previous year questions, because now you have a clear picture of what you are going to do next time and when the new session is starting. So on Unacademy, new session is going to be starting in December only guys, because your exam ends on 26th of November. So we will be starting very soon with the new session, and in the beginning of the new session I will give you a list of what you have to start from or what you have to study to get maximum marks in your exam. Okay, so till now this was for the last 15 days that you have. I hope that I have, if you have been studying with me, if you have been following my classes on Unacademy, the free ones and the paid ones, both of them, Unacademy Plus, you must have already studied so many things. All right, I am majorly focusing on the inorganic and organic section. Okay, and if you are thinking to join Unacademy Plus, then you can use a code, because the Plus platform is a paid one. So you have to use a code, that is the Jagriti S, that gives you a 10% discount. Okay. Alright guys, so definitely visit me on Unacademy, watch all the free classes, free knowledges has to be accessed. Okay, you just have to log in. Alright, and now I will see you in another video, most probably in a name reaction video. Alright guys, bye. Hope this was useful. Just keep on studying and utilize your time. We'll see you very soon. Bye guys.